Hello and welcome to Bejewel. My name is Ivy. I'll be doing your reading today, and this is for my Taurus babies. It could be Sun, Moon, Ascendant, and this is for November 2024. This will be for our first couple of weeks, so approximately November 1st through the 15th. I have already done the shuffle for this, so we're just going to zhuzh a little bit and then we will get started. So today we're doing a pretty simple 4-card spread, and what that's going to look like is first card's going to give us our recent past. I like to think of this as a straight line, kind of the direction we're going. So we've got past, present, future, and then we'll have a crossing card for our present, and that's going to give us the challenges or the opportunities that we've got going on right now. All right, my friends, let's go ahead and get started. Past, present, future, and our challenge. All right, Taurus. So in the recent past, it's looking like you are coming out of a time of feeling confined, and this confinement is definitely of your own making. So this could represent a job that you've been in for a while, or maybe even a job that you just got into and you realized like you got into it because you wanted something stable. Maybe it was out of fear. And what I'm seeing with it reversed is that you are now aware of this and you definitely want to be out of this situation. Now, it doesn't necessarily mean that you have to exit the situation. It could just be the way that you look at it. So for instance, I keep seeing like this job, and you have jumped in with both feet. You are, aiming for employee of the month, really just high performer. And it is not a sustainable path that you're on, and you have realized that you have basically done this to yourself. So even though you may not need to get out of that job, what I'm seeing is this change in mindset that you are no longer going to box yourself in. You're going to allow yourself to leave on time, maybe to take some days off, do what you need to do in your lunch hour. So definitely getting the sense that you are looking for freedom and that you're going to find it because you realize that you are the one that has put yourself in that place of confinement. Now, our present energies, we're looking at the King of Wands. Anytime we have our kings show up, this is really looking at a true mastery of whatever that element is. Definitely a sense of maturity, like wands representing fire, representing action. You're handling business. Very much so. And that's a great energy to have. Now, with this crossing card of the Fool, this is a very interesting opportunity and possible challenge because the nature of the King of Wands is very much to be settled in his action, to own it, to know what he wants, to know where he's going, and of course all of these cards in my mind are genderless. It just is pulling off of that more active masculine pillar. And then comes the Fool, who in this sense could very much be a disruptor and upset the apple cart, so to speak. Now, this could be that sense of, I've been in this job for a long time. It's very stable. It's very, predictable. And then all of a sudden you have this Fool energy coming in. The Fool is about innocence. It's excitement. And sometimes it's got that element of looking before you leap, but I would say in the best possible way. It's about taking that action before we fully know how terrifying that action could be. Sometimes as we get older, we know enough to, that it stops us, right? And so I would say allow yourself to be inquisitive, allow yourself to be curious about whatever those new ideas are coming up. Lean into it, because the other thing is the Fool is being a major arcana. It is coming from more external forces. So this is indicating to me like life path type energy and not just your run-of-the-mill day-to-day energy. Now we have the Seven of Pentacles that we're coming into with our future. Seven of Pentacles is, being Earth. It is manifestation. This one definitely is about work, and it is about the fruits of that work. In particular, this guy is really trying to decide, maybe not even to the place of deciding, but he is aware of the fact that he's got a number of things going on. And so he's not really sure which one he wants to keep, which one he wants to pursue, if he wants to do all of them. And so again, this fits very much, I think, very well with this Fool energy. Perhaps you've started a number of different businesses, or you've got a number of different projects going on. And so your near future, we're looking at, do we need to trim? Do we need to do a little bit of, pruning in order to whittle down, and flourish, right? When you prune something, it sets it up for more abundance in the future. So I'm going to pull just another card, actually two cards. Since this guy is reversed, I'm going to pull two cards, which are going to represent two different mindsets and thus two different opportunities. Yeah, so we have the Seven of Cups, which is definitely that we've got choices energy. And this one for me really comes through as almost being overwhelmed by those choices. And then we have the King of Cups. We're going to not read him upside down. So the King of Cups is, again, we talked about the mastery when we looked at our King of Wands. So again, we have another king. This king is settled in his emotions. So whereas the King of Wands is action, King of Wands is definitely about emotions and having that mastery or that maturity. So what I would say is, rather than allowing yourself to get overwhelmed and go into, possibly even guilt or shame over things that, oh, I thought this was going to work, or I thought that was going to work, and now I've got all these things going on, really lean into your emotions. When you look at something, you're trying to decide if it's worth continuing. It is okay to check in and really see, how do I feel about this? Does this truly bring me joy, or did I start this out of fear? Did I start this because I wasn't sure if this other thing was going to pan out? And so this definitely feels like the more masterful path to go. It is not a path of fear, but it is a path of really tapping into your emotions and tapping into, what is it that I truly desire? And you might feel that in your body, right? So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you found this helpful. If you do, give it a thumbs up. Feel free to forward this to a friend, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye.